Hello, this is Theresa and welcome to my desk. I am working on my Christmas Advent journal. This is definitely a labor of love. And the fun thing is that I've been able to already incorporate a lot of stuff that I got from my order from Sandra. And I can never remember channel names. I had something in here. I wonder if she put a channel on it. It's like a little tag. I don't see it now. Oh well. Blossom and Inspire, I want to say. So anyways, she has sales, excuse me, and I ordered a big bundle, and the bag that I got, well, actually, I got like a paper kit, no, journal kit, yeah, and then a big bag of stuff like fabrics and laces and oh my gosh. So one of the things excuse me, was this. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's one of my Advent journals almost all the way put together. So what I did was, there was the cardstock pieces here already. Then I added some miscellaneous papers to it. Straw paper, mulberry paper. This is the cardstock is hers that I bought from her. And this piece of music paper came with it, which I appreciated. And then there were little pieces of paper like this. This was in the kit. So this is my Florentine paper. This is her coffee dyed paper. My Florentine. Yeah. So then I decided for a binding system that I was just going to put a piece of ribbon in there. Make it easy on myself. There's that one. Having the journals bound is, a cover picked out and bound is a big part of the process. This one I had already, and I made it small like this to accommodate some digitals that I downloaded. And this was me just experimenting with one of the kits from the Terry's Crafty Christmas 2025 collaboration. And I printed out a few different kits, 4 or 5, and am playing with them so that I can decide which one I want to do for the video. So I was kind of hesitant to show that kit because that kit's not available as far as I know. And so I don't want to like tease you for a kit that's not available. Then this came in my order from Sandra. I already had this raffia, and I bought some of these hooks from Amazon, and that's what I came up with. I am not a professional. This kind of foo-foo stuff is not really my thing, but every once in a while I step outside of my comfort zone. This is just some stretch lace that I purchased a few years ago from Oh, I keep wanting to say Two Sisters. Two Sister Jam. Something like that. Then I have this one that I just had I think this cardstock, it's almost like chipboard, comes with the photo mat paper that I buy from Canon, and I save these and I turn them into journal covers. I believe that's where I got this journal cover base from. And then I just wanted to start using some of the fabrics I've got. I've sold a few bags, a few grab bags of fabric for $5 each. And I still have a lot of fabrics. So while I did take the ad down from the Facebook group that I was selling on, because it's just ridiculous sometimes how difficult people can make things. And so when that happens, I just take a break. I did get some good sales. My goal was to recapture the money that I paid. Sorry, I'm having problems with my throat today. To recapture the money that I paid for the products that I bought from Sandra, and I came very close. So I just, there's some excess, and then there's stuff that isn't really quite my way, my style. That was the word I wanted. That isn't quite my style. So while I am still saving some of that stuff, there's other that I'm getting rid of. But even after going through, well, I only sold 3 grab bags so far. But yeah, I have more than enough fabric. I'll zoom out for a minute. Is that out? No, that's in. Yeah, this is more than enough to last me, because I'm going to succumb and buy something else. So while, I'm not going to be selling any of these that I don't have a lot of, I might break into this pattern and this pattern and this and this. And then I like to include a little bit of hemp in there for the old. And not this one. I won't be selling any of that one. That one's precious. But I have a lot of this Tim Holtz yellow kit of his fabric. Not that, because this tears so nicely. I might cut a little bit of this Asian type fabric. And then there's some scraps in here but that's what my bags are, is they're scraps. Like, I still have all this stuff from years ago. I might break into some of that. But I do love that 100% cotton fabric. I love it a lot. I did include some of these. Some of these were ones that I got from Sandra. And then some of these are ones that I stamped onto some fun fabric that I have. May this season be filled with peace and joy. Yep, so that's my fabric drawer. Okay, it's time to get back to creating. I have these 3, and I have this one I did a lot of work on last night, and I think that's okay. And then I have this one that's almost done. And I have this one that's not bound yet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are bound. And I need 8. So this is number 6 and it's not bound. Let's see if we can get this one bound. I had a piece of fabric there because I was thinking about doing just got the ephemera. I was thinking about doing a hidden spine. Three. So I would just bind that right there. I don't know. So I have 4 pages. That's nowhere near enough. I need more pages. Nope, that was the right way. Okay, thinking to myself, where do I want to get more pages at? Well, first of all, I want a music page. Okay, if I keep that gatefold, was that a gatefold or was that something else? That would be 5. And then a piece of straw. Oh, no, let's just use a piece of Amazon. That will be 6. Let's see if we can get a page out of this. Time for a new blade. Always close my eyes when I do this because I'm afraid of a freak accident. Okay, and if I fold this in half, I don't usually worry about my pages being the same size. I used to make journals where everything was like 5.5 by 6 or whatever was the case, but I don't do that anymore. Nope. I prefer them not to be the same size. So that would be 7. And this would be a good pocket. So I have a question for you all. Am I the only one who binges, watches, what are they called? Period romance videos on YouTube? So they're videos, but you know, it's more, there are some pictures, but it's more about the narration. So I will often just call them podcasts, but they're on YouTube. All right, I need another page. Let's do a piece of straw. So this needs to be I just want to fold that a little bit to reinforce it. Oh. I went through that whole fabric drawer this morning, early this afternoon. Oh my Lord, it's already 4 o'clock. I've been having insomnia really bad, so my sleeping schedule is super messed up. But I was on a late night chat last night, and I can't stay on the late night chats either because just sitting there watching a chat makes me tired. But then when I lay down, I can't go to sleep. So darned if you do and darned if you don't. I don't know. Let's see. Well, we can put them together now. So we're going to start with this one. And let's see, we're going to get you out of the way for now. Then this one, then that one, and that. Whoa. And that one. Okay. Move my ephemera. Now what's cool about this, let's see, there's two kinds. There's gatefold, and then there's dang, I can't remember the other word. But what I like about this is, see how that holds together? That's just from this little thing here. So there's some ephemera in the front pockets, and this opens up really easily. See, I mean, things would fall out, but all I did was take this swag piece of ephemera and tuck it right down there, and boom, it's like a latch. I think that is very cool. And this holds quite a bit of ephemera. There's a big pocket here, and little pockets here, and little pockets here. I could fit even more, but this ephemera is too big, maybe. So I don't worry about rabbit trailing when I'm making multiple journals like this, because I'm not necessarily mass making, because everything is different. So if I was in the process of trying to get something bound, and then I start preparing ephemera, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm being very productive. This is a case where rabbit trailing isn't a problem. I really did not expect the air conditioning to go on. at what point things are done. I'm not big on Santa Claus. He goes in the trash. I do like kids though. I'll go with kid images all day long. Kids and motorcycles. Oh, I hear the truck. That means my kraut dog is here. You all have a wiener schnitzel by where you live? They just started bringing wiener schnitzel to the Idaho area where we were at before we came back out here to Arizona. But I first learned how much I like wiener schnitzel last year when we were in Arizona. And yeah, so, but the wiener schnitzel here is better than the one in Napa. So I am going to go ahead and take a little break for lunch. And I've only been on here for 28 minutes. I've got a lot more Christmas Advent Journal stuff to do. So today I'll have a part 1 and a part 2 of this Christmas Advent Journal making. I hope you'll join me later on, and